You're on mute, Martin.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome back to the Managerial Way. My name is Martin.
Great start to the show.
It is what it is.
How are you, mate? Brendan watching in his undies.
How are you? Welcome to Oil Brothers, episode 3. Couple of housekeeping issues, HR issues, before we get going. There will be no Thursday night chat tonight, because I need to go and sort some stuff out afterwards, as you all know. And also, there's not a lot to talk about.
No,
and I don't want to have
season's finished, isn't it?
I don't want to have another conversation over the right back in our injury list. So rather than boring people with things again, I thought we'd do this, something fresh, and then we'll come back Sunday with the fans forum. We will do the giveaway on Sunday, so you've still got 3 days to join up as a member to win the Belly and Somerville prints. There's the authenticity certificate. That will be UK only, but if someone abroad wins it, we will sort you out a prize as well. Good evening, Baz. How are you?
I'm good. You?
You good?
Yeah, it's been a long day.
Good evening, FIFA. How the devil are you, mate? Yeah, there's a link, by the way. My mate's money rate for the Samaritans. Feel free to donate. There is the link. So if you do want to do that, you can do that. Don't forget the pin message at the top. Let's get these likes in early. Share it around if you can. I know others are live. So we'll just see how we go, my mate. So feel free. Yes.
Hype the show.
Yeah. Get that show out there. It's a brand new show. And we want to get it to as many people across as many platforms as we possibly can. That'd be amazing.
There's a new button, hype. Rather than like, there's a hype button as well.
You can only
do it 3 times a week.
I've got no hype button on
mine. Everyone's got a hype button. Promise you. It's under the show. There's an option where you got like, all that sort of stuff, and then there's a hype option as well. So all you guys in the chat, see the hype button, hit it.
I don't have it.
I bet you do.
I bet I don't. I'm looking at it.
How much are you willing to bet?
I've got a thumbs up, thumbs down, share, clip, and then my 3 dots. And
that's because because you can't hype your own show.
Ah.
It's only available for people watching. So, and I think it's on laptop only as well. I don't know if it's on mobile.
Okay.
But there is an option to hype a show.
To hype the show if you can. There you go. Hype that show. Yeah, big up Dash, by the way. There it is. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate that. So yeah, mental health as well. Big up that for the Samaritans. Big up Dash for sharing that. Just want to say, anyone is needing help, then please reach out to friends, family, or support groups like Samaritans I posted above. Thank you very much. I think a few City fans might need that at the minute.
Especially the one saying Pep out.
Jesus. No, we're starting with your lot tonight. I'm not even doing my lot. Today, I received a call that my GCSE A-level history teacher has recently taken his own life. I'm so sorry to hear about that, Dash.
Horrible.
If you want to speak, mate, you know where I am. Condolences to you, mate. Brendan, I'm watching in my undies.
Why not?
I just don't even know what to say about that. Good evening, afternoon, morning, let's say whatever you are. Welcome. Smash those likes. Road to 8K. Thank you so much, all. Let's get there. Let's get your channel your way. It's the new motto of the channel, by the way. Your channel, your way, your community. Belly, thank you for the gifted one, mate. Appreciate that. Big up. We're going to start nice and early. A player Baz will never see, or anyone never see at Newcastle. Says thank you.
I'm emotional. I mean, this is a dream come true. All these guys deserve. All these guys around here.
I should do one with Tilo Livramento, shouldn't I?
He's never won Ballon d'Or left at a UCL.
He will.
Yeah, we set up. Anyway, understand that, never suffer in silence and always seek for help. Yeah, big up, mate. I love these messages. Keep them coming. DC, how the devil are you? Good evening. Hope you are well and all is well stateside for you. DC, by the way, if you ever want to come on Stateside Blues, you don't have to be on camera. You are always more than welcome. It would be lovely to have some females' opinions on here as well. Warm hello to our oil brothers up the tune. Yeah, I mean, DC, don't go too far there. Don't go too far with up the tune. My God. Dash, I'm awful and very
Keep it coming. Keep it coming.
I'll tell you what, this episode of Oil Brothers will be very good when we play each other.
Yeah, that'll be tasty.
Yeah.
Should do it live.
When we take another, give you another spanking. No, mate, Dash, never apologise for putting a message like that, mate. Things, that needs to be spread around. It's a lovely message. And again, I'm so sorry to hear about your history teacher, mate. Tom, good evening. Blue Heart Meal Mucker, how the devil are you? Soul Brothers.
It's quite cool, that. But Oil Brothers is better, though.
We're not changing the name now. Blue Heart, stop giving him ideas. Kathy, good evening. Formidable, how the devil are you? Plus Mr. Blue Sky. Pep out is out. Pep till I die. Look at that. Formidable, I did see you earlier on. Great North run at the weekend. Yeah, good luck to everyone taking part in that. Isn't Oil Brothers offensive? No.
No.
Why would Oil Brothers be offensive? Might be offensive to the red lot, but
yeah, that's the idea.
By the way, we have 5 channel memberships as well. We've got another one we're going to give out on Sunday, so big up. So that helps for the competition on Sunday we give away. So big up to the 5 who've got that. City need a hype button. City need a kick up the arse button at the minute. Newcastle Brothers send us Livramento in Jan transfer.
Not a chance.
I keep telling you, 80 million for friends.
We don't need the money now.
Good evening, Steve. How the devil are you? You know how we're all feeling because all 3 of us have had a shit start to the season. So, hey-ho.
They're coming off the back of a great win, though, aren't they?
I heard Martin slandered Newcastle. No, I've not slandered Newcastle.
He could slander us as much as he wants.
I said
as well.
I need to be more patient. And Baz knows why I've said that. I've said that on his own channel. Condolences. Why the front of the man? Good evening, Martin. We need a few previously to gel up. We could have done with more than one. Good evening, Steve. Well, DC would work positive. Yeah. Good evening, learning to trade. Steve TFC killing it.
TFC killing it. Who's TFC?
What do you mean, Steve? Is that one of your weird jokes?
Got to be.
Are your brothers you copied other people?
Yeah.
You copied? You also slandered Newcastle. No, I didn't. Baz knows exactly what I said.
I've got a feeling Citizen 007 is a red.
Yeah, I don't. Are you actual City fan, Citizen? I know you called yourself Citizen, but yeah. With all due respect, Lumen has chosen his fate. The minute he had that talk with Eddie Howe, Baz will know what I'm alluding to. Well, I told people about that story when I was up at your area for the charity game.
Yes.
Who was that guy who told me his brother had gone drinking Milibamento and told him he weren't moving? You don't have to name him. Do you remember the guy? He was the ref. The guy was the ref.
Oh, yes, the ref. Yeah. Nell.
I don't know his name.
Yeah, Nell.
He was your mate.
Yeah. I've got a lot of mates, surprisingly. Not online, obviously. But Nell's a quality guy. Yeah, he referees at a very high standard.
And he was the one who told me about, was it him or his brother goes drinking Milibamento?
I think so.
And said his Milibamento told him he had no interest in leaving Newcastle, actually.
There you go. And
don't tell lies, people.
You've just kind of given away where I get some of my stuff from now.
Big up, Martin Baz. Hope you're doing well. Interested to see how Baltimore and Bissett do at Newcastle. Wish to all the best in the UCL, lads. As long as they finish below us, mate, they can finish where they want.
As long as you finish first, we can finish second.
YouTube channels for now, Martin and Steve. Big up, mate. Yeah, I did see you earlier. I know you weren't happy. Listen, it's each their own. I think all City channels are great. I think they are. It is, everyone's entitled to their opinion and run their channels how they want. Like people say, if you're not interested, we said it on air. If you don't like it, don't watch.
Exactly. So many people don't understand that they can just scroll past things.
Yeah. And it is what it is. But formidable. We appreciate the sport, mate. Big up to you. Absolute legend. Appreciate that. Right, Baz, where do you want to start? Should we start with your lot? Because apparently the Isaac saga ain't ending.
Go on then. In what way?
Well, he's taking everyone to court now for slander.
He thinks he wins. He's got no chance.
Seriously, why can't this situation just You told him, by the way, I was right on that. I said 120 on, you get him out the door, and he'd be gone. And he's gone.
130.
Oh, God, look, he's adding his add-ons. He's adding his add-ons.
No. It's 130.
Well, Liverpool are saying 120 with add-ons.
Nah, 130. And then we were also not paid his bonuses as well, which is another bonus, obviously, on top of it. Isaac doesn't stand a chance. He signed a 6-year contract. He had no buyout clause.
Liverpool.
He had nothing in writing to say that he could leave or blah, 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 blah. Talks. If he said something in a room with someone and nobody else overheard it, how can you call that slander? You've got to have witnesses.
I don't think Luke Edwards really worded it very well, though.
No.
I know apparently this came from a conversation. If anyone doesn't know, there was a conversation between Wilson and Shea Gibbon.
Yes.
And there was a allegation that Isaac, after the cup final, down tools and didn't want Newcastle to be in the Champions League because that would have given him his way out of Newcastle. Did he down tools?
Well, if you look at his performances from the cup final, I think he scored 3 goals. And to be fair, if he wants anything about slander, you could have just watched our show the other night with Gibbo, who was, he basically told us he was watching him in a game and he turned to Supermac and said, does he look like he's playing? And Supermac said, nope, head turned.
Is he not? I don't mean it's just not sour grapes on both sides now.
Could be, but we watched them closely. And that Everton game.
And I was on many a show with you, and you never once said to me, he's down tools.
I didn't say down tools, but I said he was playing poorly.
Mm-hmm.
And it looked like he was either carrying an injury or he was just poor.
I remember you saying that. He might have been carrying an injury. Yusuf, don't wind him up. Behave. Yusuf's our resident scouser, so he's winding you up. Who do you blame for this? Is it Luke Edwards? Is it Isak? Is it Shea Given and Wilson? What? Who's to blame for this?
I don't blame any of them. Luke Edwards is a reporter. If he hears something or is told something, he's going to write about it. I think Isak needs to keep his mouth shut and just get on with his job now at Liverpool. And I think pundits like Shea Given and like Wilson, like ourselves, when we're on shows, we can say what we feel and what we feel is right at the time. We might not always be right, but it's an opinion most of the time. So can't be slander. But again, I mean, how did it get leaked is what I want to know. Who leaked it and why? That's the interesting question.
I just feel as though this is just me as an outsider. There needs to be water cut under the bridge, move on. Because I think the statement you released was as cold as an iceberg.
It's too long for me.
It was like an obituary. He's up, joined on this day, left on this late, scored that many goals. Good night, God bless, good luck.
It was too long. 37 words too long. It should have just said sold. If I was writing it,
you ain't better over this, are you?
Let's just say the player did it to you. You come into the start of the season.
I get it.
You're excited. You've won your first trophy in 70 years. You've qualified for the Champions League for the second time in the space of 3 years. You're looking to build your team around Isak because from the outside looking in, we weren't aware of this. But of course, Eddie Howe knows different and apparently what happened behind the scenes. But you've got a player who point blank went on strike and made himself unavailable. He then went and used Real Sociedad's training facilities while he was under contract with Newcastle, which could have voided these insurance. So if he got injured when he was over there, what situation would we have been left in at that point as well? You know, we're talking about someone who was so self-centered that he forgets that when we bought him, people laughed at us because of the price we paid for a player who only scored 6 goals in the season when we bought him. He's all laughed at us. Everyone did. Man City did. Liverpool did. Man United fans did. Chelsea fans did. They all said, why have you paid a record fee for a striker who's only scored 6 goals? And we backed him to the hill. And this is how he repays us. There was nothing. His statement, apparently, if you put it in a AI generator, only 3 words were written by Isak, potentially. All the rest of it was AI generated, his statement. He doesn't care. And that's the frustrating thing about it. He doesn't actually realize what he's turned his back on and how he's done it, how much it's hurt the fans. Because we could be sitting on 9 points if he was playing. We dominated Liverpool with 10 men. We dominated Villa and we couldn't score. The Leeds game was just poor, dog shite. Really was. But if we had Isak playing, it might have been different. We could be sitting on 9 points, but we're sitting on 2. And it's absolutely screwed the start of our season. And I also blame our board as well for the start of our season because we knew Callum Wilson was leaving. He left on the 6th or 7th of July, and it's took to the last day of the window to replace him with Wissa, which I think is very, very poor. But that's another story. But that's why I'm very upset with Isak because it's just wrong and players shouldn't be allowed to do that. And I don't think Wissa should have done what he did to Brentford either. Yes, I'm glad we've signed him. I think he's a cracking player. I think he's our next Andy Cole. But he'd almost done the same thing as what Isak did. But apparently he had it in writing. He was allowed to go if a decent fee was offered for him. And we placed about 4 or 5 offers for him. And it took that long to get it sorted. And that's why he was angry. But players shouldn't be allowed to go on strike. They sign a contract. The contract says you get paid this amount of money for playing football. If you don't play football, they're breaking their contract. And there needs to be more club power because player power is now took over. Contracts mean nothing now, in my eyes. I think Isaac will do the same in 2 years' time to Liverpool when Barcelona and Real Madrid won him.
I think, do you think he'll be too old then?
No, he'll be 27, 28. You can probably go on and play till he's 33.
Real Madrid don't tend to go after 28, 29-year-olds. Yeah?
Don't Barca do, though. If he's the right player, look at Lewandowski.
Barca do. I'll give you Barca, but that's the thing with Real Madrid. Just let you know, we will be turning X off in about 15 minutes. So if you're watching us on X, come and join us over on YouTube, the Mancunian Way. I do try, and I don't know if you meaning that in another way, Steve. Dash does say something up here. Right. Luke Edwards sounds very weird to understand. He's only reporting on what he gets told and when to post it. However, he does come across with an arrogant and condescending attitude to others. Obviously, you know Luke. Well, I presume you spoke to him.
But I did a show with him. I've met him.
Does he come across as arrogant and condescending?
I think he does online sometimes. But if you actually meet him, he's a really nice person.
That's the trouble with online, isn't it? Because
it's how you read things and in your frame of mind when you're reading it. Sometimes
context is king.
Yeah, exactly. And you've only got so many characters on Twitter to be able to say what you want to say, unless you're a blue tick nonce. That's the only other way you can write loads of stuff, which then you can write as much as you want, and then people can.
I've actually got a blue tick. Sorry.
Way blue tick friend,
blue tick wanker.
I got rid of mine for that reason, to be fair. Because...
And you know what, Brandon, you made a great point. Tebez dumped on us. He did. Listen, this has been going on for years. You know, if you actually remember, City signed Núñez. He went on strike at Wolves. Mahrez down tools a year earlier at Leicester, if you remember. He refused to go on their trip.
Yeah. Kabay did it to Newcastle and went to
I did it. Van Hooijdonk did it.
Yeah. Did Van Persie do it to Arsenal, to Man United or not?
He threatened it. Well, listen, another one who did it, Harry Kane went back to Tottenham late. Because he thought he was getting his City move. Yeah.
So there you go. I mean, it has happened and it will happen again, but it shouldn't.
That's why I think players have always had the power, Baz.
Well, not always. I mean, do you
not remember Mark Hughes? You're old enough to remember this. Do you not remember Mark Hughes signing a contract at United? Signed an extension, and then a few days or a week later, he was off to Chelsea. And the reason he signed the contract was to get the fee.
See, that's different. That's getting the fee for Manchester United, isn't it?
But that's what I'm saying. Do clubs and players use each other?
Yeah. I mean, it used to be one way. It used to be club power. You know, there used to be the wages were terrible. You had no say in anything. Then all this football association stuff happened and players got agents and then things. The problem is it swung from one pendulum to the other pendulum when there's no middle ground with it anymore. It's player power. It was club power, now it's player power. There's nothing in the middle. And that's the problem. But I'll tell you what this Isaac situation does solve is that question of which star are we going to sell so PSR is not an issue. It's not a question anymore, is it?
Well, it is if you keep spending the way you do it.
We've got at least 3 years before we have to...
mil this summer,
but we've got at least 3 years to worry about that now.
Just give us Livramento and we'll call it out.
It's not happening. Told you, there's no conversation anymore when it comes to that for the next 3 years. We do not need to sell a star. What we will do now is we'll start doing what you guys have done so well, what Chelsea have done so well. The players who are 16, 17, 18, in 3 years' time will be 19, 20, 21. They're not good enough. They'll be sold. And then we'll have that cycle and we'll keep it going and keep it going. And it'll get bigger and bigger and PSR will become a non-issue again. Okay. I think Isaac has solved that issue now.
No, I agree. I said to you, this is...
Yeah, you did.
Do it. Not sure about the the Voldemort or whatever his name is. I'm going to be honest, I hadn't really heard of him. I thought I watched him once and I thought he's a basketball player more than he's a footballer.
he's 6'6", to be fair. He is tall.
No,
give him a chance. Let's just.
Money.
It is for a player who was signed for free and then had a great season, and now he's gone for this kind of money. But there's a lot of potential there.
See, this is my. Did you overpay? Did you overpay for this? I think you did,
yes.
But I think the market's out of whack at the minute.
Yes, we overpaid, but we were desperate. It was the last day of the window, and we were desperate for another striker who could walk straight into the team and give Voldemort more of a chance to settle into the Premier League. So Isak's injury history is he's been out for a full season out of 3 years that he's been with us in total. Groin problems.
A nice chat with the Geordies outside the ground after the 5-0. You had to rub the 5-0 in though, didn't you?
Yeah, but the thing is, though, if you beat us 5-0, we will talk football. We understand that we're not going to win every game, and
I heard a Newcastle fan said you can win the league the other day.
Not this season. Maybe if we did all our business before the season started, and they got bedded in, and we had a better start to the
how
season.
How do you rate you into them? Because for people who don't know, tell us everyone who you signed.
So it started off with Alanga. Then it moved on to Ramsey as a backup goalkeeper. Ramsdale, sorry.
Not sure about him at 120 grand a week wages.
Chow from AC Milan, centre back.
Yeah, I think he was good 2 years ago.
I still think he's got loads of bags of potential. Jacob Ramsey having some very good squad player.
I like him.
And then Visser and Voldemort. And then
Visser, I think, is a very good player. I think he's a very, very good striker. I think people get too dogged down in prices and fees for me.
They do. It's not our money either. Who cares?
Well, exactly. You know, I've never seen. Everyone goes mad over prices now. Like they're paying for it. Like they're not coming knocking on your door.
Yeah, exactly. So rating our window, I've rated an 8 out of 10 for the players we signed. I've rated a 7 out of 10 for the time that it's took. Because if we got these, Ramsey is a bit injury prone. That's the only issue. But you get that with players with bags of pace, don't you? They always have injury problems. But so 8 out of 10 for quality, 7 out of 10 for speed. We should have had this all done before the start of the season.
See now, Bella, I hear what you're saying, but I'm sure that'll be an illegal thing because then it becomes you're reducing the freedom of trade at that point.
Yeah. Plus, Isak had been with us for 3 years, so that would make a difference.
If we start going down the road, they must. I hear what you're saying. Listen, I get that, Bella. I do, but I think someone will put that in a legal case and say it's freedom of trade. You're stopping that. Yeah.
I think what needs to happen now, I think it's the Spanish league or the French league, every player has a buyout clause.
But the clubs don't own them.
True.
That's the difference with La Liga. The clubs don't own them. La Liga owns the registration, not the clubs. Because when you do them buyouts, you pay La Liga, not the club.
Right.
One thing I do think La Liga have got right is that I think they've got the buyout situation and they've got the registrations in line. Because that's what Neymar had to do. PSG had to give Neymar the money, but Neymar to go to La Liga's offices and pay them the money themselves. Juma Bar had to do it. Someone had to give, I'm not sure if it was City, someone gave Juma Bar the money, the young lad who was at Nice on loan. Lons, where is he now? Nice, Lons? Someone will tell me in the chat. He's at one of them. And he had to go to the French, to La Liga, and pay his release clause out.
Right. Interesting.
David says, whatever Libermanto wants to move next season, don't be offended. It's just hypothetical.
It's a massive hypothetical question, though, isn't it? And God knows what's going to happen this season. If we have a really poor season, and I mean a really poor season where we don't qualify for Europe or, you know, we look terrible, then Tino is a excellent player who's got ambitions to play for England, and win things, then who knows what might happen.
Dan says you should have gone for Artem Dubrovnik, the guy. Is he the guy who speaks Girona?
I think so. I have heard the name a few times, but I've not seen enough of him.
Is he the former Girona guy, Dash? Remind me. This is very good. Yeah. Ramsey's injury problem with his hamstring. Ed, you want to come on? I can send you a link, Ed, if you want to jump on, mate. We were meant to be getting super fan Dan.
Yeah, he double booked, didn't he?
Ed, I'll send you the link anyway, mate. I'm sending it to everyone else. I don't know if you want to jump on, but you're always welcome, you know that. Because there is no, by the way, there is no Thursday night chat. I will just remind everyone. Yesterday.
This is it. This is the Thursday night chat.
Yeah. Steve Lewis, your band, get off. Hi, Martin. Hope you're not following Newcastle, mate. Only joking. Right. Tell you the story where this came from.
Go on.
When we set up the channel three and a half years ago, we were deciding whether to be a City channel alone or a general football channel.
I tried that.
So what we did was, as you do, you go on Twitter and you start following everyone, all the clubs. So I followed Man United.
Well, I followed them all as well. Yeah.
Steve Lewis, and then I forgot all about it. Steve Lewis, the little chip, and he knows who he is. He's a mate, so he don't mind me calling him a little shit. Turned around and outed me on Twitter yesterday. I got dogs abused by some City fans for it.
No, just because you follow
Ed.
Even Ed.
Big up, man. Big up the chat.
Apparently, I'm a rag now, and I'll be sat in the away end next week.
I follow every single Premier League team because the whole idea of doing what you do, I do, yeah.
Oh, there you go, Sig.
Yeah. Because when you're doing your stuff, you need to know what, especially when you come up to play against them, you need to know what the previous results were, what the information's going around their team. And the only way to find that out is if you actually follow them. I follow every single Premier. I also follow all the Champions League teams that we're playing against as well. It's just you got to do your homework, haven't you?
6'6" Voldemort. Well, won't be Rico. You put stones on him.
I'm telling you, this kid's got something special.
Pet thing. Oh yeah, it was the guy at Girona who's now at Rome. I thought it was the guy at Girona. Dash.
The player I really want is Samu.
He's injured for a while, isn't he?
I know. But I literally put a tweet out going, I would love Samu. 24 hours later, injured.
Bella says, enjoyed your watch.
Do you think Vissa is going to be the starter while the younger guys kind of like the understudy trying to get used to the league?
Yes. Wissa will walk into the team. 100%. Unless we change our formation, because that's the only way it'll work to get both.
Ahead of who and where?
So if we change to a 4-2-3-1, you can fit both of them in. Because obviously Joe Linton's injured at the moment. So you'd have Tonali and Bruno as the two. Then you'd have Bruno, Elanga, Voldemort. I like to call him Voldemort, by the way, because he's a wizard. And then Wissa up front.
See, Louis calling you a fraud now.
He can call me a fraud as much as he wants.
Yeah, he does follow Sunderland. He's just told you.
Yeah. Follow them for a reason, so I can keep an eye on what's going on.
Right.
Yo, well, that game is going to be a great game, by the way.
Well, against Sunderland. It's going to be a one-sided game.
Okay.
Yes, I do. Miser, I actually do think we will. I think every summer players will, not just to every club, I think players will do that. Because I think it's in the agent's best interest, especially with the new agents rule that's coming. Is that coming this season or is it next? You know, this where they can only get a certain amount now, can't they? The capping the agent fees and stuff like that.
Friggin' time.
Now,
here it is, right? This is my rant. This is my rant on agents, right? Teams should not be paying agents wages. The players should be paying their wages. They employ the agent, not the football club. It does my head in how much money they get. They shouldn't get anything from the football club. They should be getting a slice of the player's fee, not what. So the club shouldn't be demanding 5 million to the agent because the agent says, I want him to sign this contract and you're going to give me 5 million. How many deals have been scrapped because of agent fees? It's crazy. The player employs the agent, the player pays the agent, not the other way around. It's ridiculous. I've never known anything like it in any business in my life.
I'm City since 70, but go and watch Hartlepool United. Oh, so did you watch Brian Clough?
Monkey hangers.
Did you watch Brian Clough, Brendan? I mean, I don't know how old you were. When did Brian Clough break his leg for Hartlepool?
Oh God, I can't remember.
Is that the 50s? I might be saying you're older than what you are there. I do forget some.
Take away from the History Channel, but Vista. So Vista's going to be your.
What do you mean stay away from the History Channel, you cheeky twat?
So Vista's going to be your starting 9. Okay, so
I think so. What? Yeah.
So you think between those? So you're looking at the 2 of them replacing Isaac? Is that what you're hoping for? That those 2 can make up for it, or you think Vista can do that?
Well, Vista scored 19 non-penalty Premier League goals last season, which was the same as Isaac. So if he has that similar season, then yes, he's right up there. But it all depends on what formation we play, how Eddie Howe wants to bed them in. He likes to, when it comes to people coming from a foreign league, he wants them to get used to the Premier League slowly. He did it with Bruno when he bought him in January. He eased them into it. Technically, it feels like a January signing for these 2 because they signed literally at 24 hours before the window was going to shut. So Voldemort, like I said, he's a wizard. He will be bedded in. So I think we'll play 4-3-3. But I think if he comes on, I think you could see a change in formation. And I think you could also see him playing as a 9 as well, taking over Visser at certain stages. You know, we've got so many games to play and look forward to this season. The only way to do that is by rotating. So we might see them start together in home games. We might see one of them on the bench for away games. And then, you know, you've got to bed them in, haven't you? And you've got to be sensible.
Yeah, I suppose you do. No, I get it.
Eddie Howe does that, though.
I will come back to Newcastle in a minute. What do you think City's window?
I've heard, you know, even let me ask you about another player you guys brought in during the summer because I've been hearing a lot of flip flop on
Newcastle show, Ed. Hey, this is not just for Newcastle, mate.
Well, I just got in. I can't ask Baz while we have him here. I talk to you all the time, Martin.
All right, I'll shut up then.
Elanga, man. I fear a lot of fans are kind of flip flopping on him. You know, I'm hearing about his touch and things of this nature.
I think that's just the NUFC fans really being silly and not giving him a chance to bed into our system and get used to the players he's playing with. If you think about the great runs he's made, especially against Villa and then against Liverpool as well, I thought he was unplayable at times. Every time he put the ball in the box, there was nobody there because we didn't have a striker.
True.
So do not get sucked into what people are saying after 3 games. He needs to be judged after half a season to a full season. Look what he did. I mean, Elanga made Chris Wood look like a top quality striker in the Premier League again for Nottingham Forest. And do you see that goal he scored against Man United? I mean, come on, guys. You must have been wetting yourselves over that one. Where he took it from his own box and ran through the whole Man United team and scored and beat them 1-0. Beautiful. So Elanga is a quality player. He just needs time to settle in. And I hope he snaps Isak's legs on international duty.
I'm not a big fan of this.
Elanga's? What was it, 17 goals and assists last season?
No, I find him a bit. There's something about him that I'm not keen on.
Yeah. He is sometimes a little bit erratic, but he's still young. He'll learn.
Yeah, no, I know he will.
I watched them against it was Atletico Madrid in the friendly. And in that first half, whenever he got the ball one-on-one with his man, he was cutting him inside, he was cutting him outside. And if you've got the ability to do that, you're going to score and create a lot of goals because the defender doesn't know what to do. Then we look at the other side where we got Harvey Barnes. Harvey Barnes does one thing and one thing only. He cuts back inside. He doesn't have that ability to go on the outside. And that's why he is not as effective in games as much as what Alanga will be when he gets settled. Trust me, I've never seen a player like Alanga for a long time at Newcastle who can go, probably since maybe Hatton Ben Arthur, who can go both outside, inside, shoot, cross, whatever. Honestly, he's just needs time.
Yeah. No. It says, how come Newcastle sold Isaac but refused City Livramento? City never actually bidded for Livramento.
And we would only sell one anyway. We wouldn't sell two.
Yeah.
Because that would just be, I mean, we would be struggling if we sold Livramento because Lewis Hall's not up to speed yet. We've just let Target go out on loan to Middlesbrough. We wouldn't have a left back. And he covers both sides, remember, for us. He covers the right and the left. He's that good.
What do you think of the City window then? Obviously, Donnarumma's in. Just so you all know, Donnarumma is on about $250,000 a week. Wow. Edison is on route 300 grand a week at Fenerbahce. So Donnarumma is on more money at City than he's on less money at City than Edison is at Fenerbahce.
Yeah.
Take that, Spartacus.
Wow, Germany getting beat 2-0, Norway. And they get
fine. Yeah, it is fine. By the way, thank you for all the lovely messages. I really do appreciate that. But yeah, my dad's out of ICU now and he's into observation.
Happy days.
You slagging us off against rivals.
Again, to please rivals. I think he's trying to say that you slagging City off to please me for some strange reason.
Taki, have you ever watched my shows or whenever slag?
Yeah, that's kind of like a weird. That's kind of like a weird question.
Minute. This is what I mean. I get called Happy Clapper in the City community.
Oh, is that made it to your fan base as well? Is it?
Oh no, apparently I'm the president of the Happy Clapper. So Taki, wherever you see me slag.
No, he's the club's Bass. He's the club's PR. He's the club's PR.
I'm a club shill.
Oh man, I love it. Your window though, wasn't your window really done in January? I mean, you signed a lot in January.
I think the start of the rebuild. I still don't think the rebuild's finished. Because if you think about it, at the start of the window, we have 33, 34 players.
Yeah.
Viana come in and we're down to 25, so we sold 9, 10 players. So I think Viana's done a magnificent job, actually. An absolute magnificent job shifting the amount of players he's done.
Let's have a look at yours, see where you
on
are.
On Hassan's channel. I don't slag City off on Hassan's channel at all.
So you made an 89.8 million net spend loss this summer. Paid 185 million in fees, sold.
Are we doing net spend here? What are we doing here?
Well, I'm just looking at it because I think it's interesting. Because it just shows me how good Chelsea are at playing this game. Because Chelsea spent 296 million, but sold 314 million.
Yeah, people keep telling me how come Chelsea can spend money because they've sold over 300 million.
They're just insane. They're very good at this game.
Yes, City sold in the end. Man City sales, we've sold. Callum Doyle went to Wrexham for 5 million, rising up to 8.5. I mean, this is the full list, really, in the end. We bought... where's it gone? There was a bloody list there. Where's it gone? I had a list in front of me.
I love that one. Steve Lewis. Stu, is it Stu Lewis?
Oh, here we go. James McAtee went to Forest for just under 30 mil with add-ons. Yankin to Borussia Dortmund, 17 million, rising up to 20. Edison's gone to Fenerbahce with 12. Maximum Perone has completed his move to Como for just over 11. Kyle Walker to Burnley, kind of a free, but can go up to 5 million with add-ons. Kevin De Bruyne was free. Ilkay Gundogan, we give a free transfer, but we did pay up some wages, minimal, you know, one of them private things. Victor Hayes gone on loan. Jack Grealish gone on loan. Naipan's gone to Middlesbrough on loan. Jimmy Barr's gone to Nice on loan. Echeverry's gone to Leverkusen on loan. Akanji's gone to Inter Milan with a loan with a 30 million.
I was surprised at
loan fee.
I was surprised at that one.
Izzy Kabore has joined Wrexham on loan. And then City also sold, like I said, the youngster fullback who went to Wrexham. And we brought in Reinders, 47.5, Ryan Aitnori, 31, 32. Ryan Cherkley around 32 mil, James Trafford, 27, Gianluca Donnarumma, 26 mil, and Marcus Bettinelli for 2 million quid.
Aitnori, talk to me. Not been impressed so far. In a City shirt. Is he being pepped? As in possession, where Aitnori, when you watched him for Wolves, was very direct. And I think his directness is what you really need, especially when you've got that big lump up front in the box who can bulldoze anyone and score great. Right?
Stop. Big lump.
He is a big lump.
Top goal scorer already. Only played 3 games.
He's still a big lump. Mind you, he took his goals very well against.
What, are you finally going to admit that? Now he's left, can you finally going to admit Haaland's better than Isak?
No. It depends what you like to watch. I prefer to watch Isak than to watch Haaland play. Haaland touches the ball 4 times in a game. Isak's a painter. Paints beautiful pictures.
The only thing he paints...
Haaland smashes a ball through them.
The only thing he paints is the exit door.
No, the only thing he paints is money.
Yeah. Ed, go on, I'll let you start with the Aitnori thing.
Yeah, you've got to admit, though, if he did his directness and got the ball in the box, Haaland would have more chance of scoring more goals. And by the way, he took his goal brilliantly against Brighton. I was very impressed at how quick he was over those 3 yards to get onto that ball.
Yeah, I know for me with Nori, I think we saw some of that in preseason, but for some reason during the season, he's kind of more inverting him now. Which is kind of taken away from his directness. But that's probably the player that's probably going to take the longest to embed, just because of how Pep is trying to utilize him with his versatility with doing both. But I think people are being a little too harsh on him right now, just because he wasn't fit for Brighton, and at Brighton he kind of got, shown a little bit, taken advantage of a little bit. But I don't think he was really that fit. But I really like the signing. What he can bring to this team from that fullback position when you're talking about a creative outlet for us. But I think he's probably going to take the longest to see like the full picture, I would say.
Yeah. I just think he'd taken a part of his game away, which was his asset. And Pep's done this a few times. He did it with Grealish as well, where Grealish was a bit of a maverick. He took it out with him, playing that possession-based football, which obviously works very well. Don't get me wrong. I just think sometimes sucks the joy out of it a little bit. It's like, let him do what he wants to do, sort of thing. Let him get to the bar line, get those crosses in. And Haaland must be thinking, I'll get the ball in the box more, guys. I'm here.
Okay. See, now for me, I think there's a lot more into this. Pep Guardiola destroys players. He takes away the freedom. By the way, have you seen this Daniel Levy to Newcastle rumour that's going around?
I hope that's an absolute load of bollocks. No, he can't. He owns 30% of Spurs, doesn't he?
No, he's going to sell it, apparently.
Well, he's not coming to us. If he comes anywhere near us, that's everything over.
Panicking already.
Jesus Christ, could you imagine? We'll find it hard to get deals over the line as it is anyway. Can you imagine if he's here?
You'll never spend...
You guys just got Hopkins, though, right? What's his name? Hopkins?
Yes, Hopkins, and used to be at Real Madrid.
Yeah.
He's our CEO, but we still need a DOF.
Oh, I thought the guy from Forest was like Wilson, right? Was shoot.
He's top target. I think. I'm hoping he's going to be announced in the next 2 to 3 weeks. But if
I think that just might be a rumor. That's them silly rumors.
I think it is. Could you imagine though, man? Levy
Martin with the raised bait.
Yeah, 100%.
When did Moore come in at Spurs? No, the opposite's happening, Catherine. They're looking at Saudi investment. They're looking at Middle Eastern investment over at Tottenham now.
Mm-hmm.
I think that might be part of the reason he's moved down. Because Levy's not a big Middle Eastern fan.
No, he's not. And maybe this will help us to get another vote in our.
This was why, and I think I told you this about Amrico going into Tottenham a few weeks back. What?
Wow! There's a comment. You'll see it. You'll see it.
Oh, Levy will sort you.
That one doesn't rate Eddie Howe highly. Could be the incompetent board, but your best player with 3 years left on his contract.
I'm going to be honest. I'm with him. You know me and Eddie Howe. I don't back him. I don't think he's a great manager. I think he's a middle of the road manager.
That's a little bit harsh, Martin. When you think about the managers in this league right now, I would put Eddie Howe probably in the top 7 in this league currently.
Who's ahead of him?
Ahead of him, I would probably put. This is just my opinion. I would probably put Glasner ahead of him. I'd probably put.
Is that because he beat you in the FA Cup final?
No, I think Glasner. Glasner's won a trophy everywhere he's been.
I think he's a very good manager.
I've got the Bournemouth manager ahead of him.
No, but he's done great. But no,
what's he won? He's got.
What's he won though?
Obviously, Guardiola's ahead of him.
Yeah,
I'll put Slot. I'll say Slot. I think Slot.
Yeah, you put Slot ahead of him. Yeah.
For everything you say about Arteta, Arteta has.
Oh, come on!
I'm not saying he's bad. No, hang on a minute.
Seconditist. You can't put Arteta ahead of Eddie Howe at the moment. I'm sorry.
I'm not saying Eddie Howe is a bad manager. You know me, Baz, and I've said this to you on your channel. So I'm not saying anything I haven't said before. I don't think he can take you where you eventually want to go.
I think he can. You name me a manager who could take over a team that's not won a league game by Christmas and survive in the Premier League.
Pep Guardiola.
No.
Did it last season, won in 14 and we finished third.
No.
He did.
He didn't.
We had the worst run in about 5 years, the worst run at that time ever in the Premier League at that point, and we still went and finished third.
Newcastle have had the worst start to a Premier League season by Christmas and survived.
Excuse me, you did spend 100 and God knows.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, but look who we bought. We bought Nick Pope, Dan Burn.
Yeah, I thought you think
Bruno. Yeah, we did buy very well. We bought Chris Wood. They weren't exactly star players, were they? Bruno was an unknown. And look what happened to him in the end. You won him for 100 million. You're not going to get him. That's obviously done with now. And then in his second season, took us to Champions League and a cup final.
Well, anyway, he's the best English manager.
100%.
But see, this is why I say Arteta, just because you guys are wanting to be in top 4 consistently, and that's what he's got in Arsenal. So he's already done that.
We would like to, but I'd rather win a trophy than finish in the top 4 or 5 years running.
Yeah, but your owners don't want that. Your owners don't want that.
They want to win trophies as well.
Nah. Trust me, Baz. Owners want.
No, I know what they want. Top 4, but
that's a fan thing on the trophy. Unless it's the top trophies.
Yeah. I mean, top 4 has sailed this season anyway in the summer window. The 4 years have blown everyone out of the window.
But that's where if Eddie Howe is one of the best, he can overcome that.
I think he's got a chance of finishing 5th.
I'm not saying he's a bad manager. I'm really not. I'm just saying I don't think he's as good as some have claimed he is. I don't.
I get that. No, I do get that. But we see what we've had to what we've got.
Yeah,
And
that's what I mean.
We know how he
You're
manages
still
the
on-
club
Yeah, you're
day
at
by
different
day.
levels of the journey. Yeah.
Exactly. So
If you went and got, say, for example, say you lost a day,
Mhm.
and you went and got Glasner, or you went and got Inzaghi, or you went and got a Nagelsmann. If you say you had a Nagelsmann in charge, you would see it differently. You'd go, right, hang on a minute.
maybe
Because some big players do come for the manager, boss. They do.
No, they do. Definitely they do. We've missed out on some big players this season, but again, we've been fighting with you guys to get top players. We've been fighting with the top four, and it's hard to do that when if you've got Chelsea knocking on your door and you've got Arsenal knocking on your door, you've got Man United. And once I said that's not put Man United in there because they're shit. Put yous knocking on the door. Players know you're in and out of the Champions League every season, but when Newcastle come knocking, it's like, right, you've qualified for it once, then you were out of it, you qualified for it again. Are you then going to qualify for the next season? I'm going to be taking a risk here.
Okay,
But
Thomas
if I go
Frank
to
there?
no, jury's out on him.
Nah, you can't say Thomas Frank. You can't say Thomas Frank.
I think the jury's out on him, but I think he's a very good manager because I would have had him at Newcastle when we had Steve Bruce. I said Thomas Frank would be a great manager for us, but he's had quite a bit of money spent at Spurs, so it'll be interesting to see how he handles it now.
Oh yeah, I agree. I think this is where I'm coming from on Spark, because there's a skill set not to get relegated. It's not the same skill set to win the league.
No, I get that, but what you got to remember as well is we're 10 years behind all of yous.
No, I agree. I'm not saying that. But
so let's just say Emery. Everyone rates Emery as a fantastic manager.
Yeah,
turned down the job because he didn't want a relegation on his CV because he didn't think he could keep us up.
Yeah, I would put Emery ahead of Eddie Howe as well. I'm not.
See, I wouldn't. I wouldn't for that reason, because he had the chance to take the job and he turned it down because of the situation we're in, and he didn't think he was capable enough of keeping us up.
Yeah, but a lot of managers would have done that, though. To be honest, like,
well, the ball jobs then, aren't they?
No top manager is going to come into a team that's even close to being relegated. You know, like,
you should have seen the bigger picture.
I hear you, Baz. I hear you on that one. I hear you.
Plus, Eddie Howe at the time was a very sensible appointment.
No,
because if he had gone down, he would have been the right man to take us back up again.
The trouble is, it's an hard conversation to have with some of your fans now because of what he's achieved last season.
Yeah,
with the cup, because he is now. It's like Mancini for us. Mancini was the first guy to win the league and to win the FA Cup first trophy in God knows how long. The first league in 40 odd years. So Mancini, there are fans in City who put Mancini above Guardiola because of that achievement. Because they'll never forget that achievement.
Yeah.
But where Mancini failed was, once he won the league, he didn't know how to then carry on with it.
Kick on, yeah.
He fell apart after one season. That's what makes me laugh about the Guardiola stuff. Because yes, does Guardiola make mistakes? 1000% he does. But this belief of sack the manager, get a new one, and everything just becomes a presto and we go off and win the league every year again. It doesn't work.
Well, that's why I would say never sack Eddie Howe at the moment, because a new man might come in and then...
But if you finish 10th this season, you might think differently then.
Would I?
Now you're going down, you're making the mistake many other fans have on the sentimental road.
Potentially. It depends how the season pans out to finish 10th.
Because I'll be honest, some of the mistakes we've made, because I don't think it's a disaster as many people or some in our fan base saying, and like I said, I'm not even being happy clapper. I like to think of more of myself as a balanced view rather than everyone's gone into camp, so Pep in or Pep out, and there's no balance anymore. That's the problem with this. And the simple fact for me is Guardiola's done something that only a very small handful of managers have ever done. There's Wenger,
Alex
Ferguson, Mourinho, and potentially Slot could do it.
Yeah, but in the Premier League, but you could go back further.
Yeah, no one else. Yeah, you can go back.
Managers.
I mean, within the Premier League.
Yeah.
Not many managers have won back-to-back Premier Leagues.
No.
And doubles and all this sort of thing.
Mm.
And that's why I don't believe in this just change and go again. Because and this is the problem with players, said this last night, everyone compares our new players to our legends. But there's a reason they're legends. Because they have it's like you know, the treble season. City won the treble, but everyone ignores that it took us 7 years to win the Champions League.
Mm.
You don't just land into a treble. You don't
No,
just land into. And what we've done is to pay. So now we've stopped giving players and managers and everything else a year.
Yeah, once you're up there and you've done it, people expect it.
It's harder to stay there than it is to get there.
Yeah. There's an interesting tweet just gone out.
I think it's a weird thing. Go on, what?
It seems Newcastle won't lose Wissa to AFCON as they have been sanctioned again.
Who? Who's he played for? Congo?
Congo, I think. That's interesting, though, isn't it? That's actually brilliant for us, obviously. Johan Wissa.
So, Maureen, what are your thoughts about Nori?
Congo.
What are your thoughts about Nori?
And I think he'll be a very good player. I'm seeing bits that Wolves fans said about him, that he's not the most defensive, strong-minded guy. But I've always said I don't think that's why Pep bought him. Don't think Pep bought him for his defensive skills. I think Pep bought him for the fact he can invert or he can go out wide. I don't think he's bought him for defensive. That's why I don't think this big hoo-ha about a winger or a goal-scoring winger. It's why I kick back on it a bit, because look at who he's got behind him. You don't buy Ain't Nora and then go and buy a goal-scoring blazing winger, because then you're both doing the exact same job.
True.
Unless you invert Ain't Nora. This is what I mean. This is why I say I like to look at it tactically rather than looking at it just A, B, and C scenario. I try and put myself into Pep's mind. And I'm like, why has he got that player there? Now, where I would disagree with, where I would agree with some is, do I think we need 2 bombing fullbacks? No. Liverpool have got 2 bombing fullbacks.
That's not working.
Which is not working defensively for them at the minute. Kirk is a Frimpong, great going forward, but the poor defensively. But Liverpool, if you look at, I went through the squad last night, if you look where Liverpool have spent the majority of their money, it's up front. So what they decided to, they didn't really need to strengthen the front line.
No, they didn't.
They had Salah. Darwin Núñez, yes, they needed to.
With Salah, they lose for AFCON, don't they?
But you've got Isak, Ekiteke, Salah, Gakpo. I mean, there's such thing as overkill as well. Verts. So their plan is to outscore people.
Yeah.
They're not bothered about the
Keegan style, isn't it? You score 1, we score 2, you score
people
4, we score 5.
City's defence being poor, and it has, but we've conceded the same amount of goals as Liverpool after 3 games. It's just that Liverpool have scored.
Oh, that's harsh.
See, that's the problem. This is where my issue is. We need to take our chances. I'm not bothered about defence as long as we score. The problem is we're not taking our chances. If we'd have took our chances, we'd have 9 out of 9 now, and we'd be exactly the same as Liverpool.
I was shocked when Haaland ran through on goal and he scuffed that shot, the one that was played into the left-hand channel, and he ran and he just scuffed it to the goalkeeper. I thought that's.
I think that's where I'm coming from. That's because I'm coming.
No, I think he's.
I
think he's much better than that, though. I think that's quite disrespectful to Eddie Howe, to be fair.
Would Eddie Howe get a City job?
Well, Pep rates Eddie Howe very highly. So if Pep left, he might say Eddie Howe was the right man for the job.
There would be a meltdown in our fan base for Eddie Howe, Watson.
Wow. Why?
I said from Guardiola to Eddie Howe.
But there's always going to be a drop down.
I agree.
I don't think there's any manager out there that would be an upgrade on Pep.
It's how far a step down you're going. That's why I don't want Company. Not because I don't think Company can be a great manager. I don't want Company to suffer from the Pep Guardiola ghost.
Yeah, like everyone else has done at Man United.
Yes, I don't want, because unless you're willing to give company 2, 3, 4 years to get the job done properly, but I don't think
You won't get that though.
He would get that.
No.
Is Blaber Congolese as well? I don't know.
No,
Yeah,
I thought
I don't know.
is he? No, I thought he was another nationality. He's Cameroon. My bad. He's Cameroon.
Cameroon.
Is
So he'll be gone.
Yeah, he's Cameroon.
Probably there's loads of political things going on with Congo. That's why they're being sanctioned.
Cameroon, yeah, you are quite right. So no, I mean, I gave our window 7 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10. See, I agree with that. Formidable.
Yeah, but I think it's not as easy as just saying we should have signed Livramento. The thing is, Livramento was never an option.
No, I know that.
Yeah, but the way he's saying that is like we should have just signed Livramento. That's the thing that gets a lot of fans backs up, because it's like you can just cherry pick. You can't. Livramento was not an option for you guys. He didn't want to leave Newcastle. So the fact that you're saying we should have signed him, it's not an option. So stop saying
that's
it.
why I've never pushed the Livramento stuff, because
Yeah, exactly.
What I got told when I was up in Newcastle is why I never pushed it.
That's why I told you he was never for sale.
So it's like you go with what you got.
Yeah. And we've had this conversation for God knows how many
that's what I mean.
Months. It's all about what star would Newcastle sell to appease PSR and to push us to the next level.
I'll put it this way.
Can you remember having that conversation loads of times? And we all said, we don't want to sell Bruno, we don't want to sell Tonali, we don't want to sell Tino, we don't want to. So you said, well, one of them's going to have to go eventually. And the fact that Isak's gone this summer, it's actually ended that debate, that conversation for us. I didn't think it would be either, but it is. It's now over. We are now not a selling club. We don't need to be.
I agree, and I totally agree with you, and that's why I got pushed Stefan onto your channel and said, game on and see what you can do, because there was a lot of and now Bruno, I think we could have pushed. It was us that didn't want to do the 100 mil.
Yeah, I think that might have happened at the time. Yeah.
The Bruno stuff was a lot closer than the Livramento stuff even got going. There was legs in Bruno. There was no legs in Livramento.
Yeah.
This is why I never pushed the Livramento stuff, because there was no legs in the damn thing.
Yeah.
It was never happening. It was a non-goer.
Yeah. Bruno had
legs in it.
Yeah. Because we did need to sell a star, as much as we as Newcastle fans all hated it, for us to appease PSR and to be able to push on to the next levels. If we hadn't sold Isak, we wouldn't have spent that money on Wissa. We wouldn't have spent that money on Voltamade. We would have.
Rico Lewis.
No, thanks. I am actually very good. We didn't go for McAtee, though, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think he could have been a very good squad player for us, and someone
I agree with that one.
Gets in between the lines and he can.
Does he want to be a squad? I mean, you're saying that he's a squad player at Bloody Forest at the minute.
Yeah.
But see, Baz, that's why a lot of people are going to be looking at Vian to see if he will make different decisions from Tiki in those moments of, do we pay 100 million for a player that we know can deliver, or are we spreading it over 2 to 3 players on potential?
Yeah. I mean, we're in the situation where we can't really buy potential. We have to look at spending decent amount of money to get players in who can go straight into the first team. That's our issue. What's this one? 98% apparently.
Yeah. Right. When we were talking, me and you privately, Ian, it was me, you, and Ian. We were talking nearly every day over Bruno. This is how. Because we were getting updates constantly. His house had gone up for sale. There was all sorts of things going on at the time. And I have said to Baz, because I openly says where I was getting my info, Baz and Ian, because they had close connections to the situation. So I turned and I said, where are we with Bruno? And it was, talks have happened, agent talk, blah, blah, blah. It's down to the 100 million fee. You pay the release clause. And that was the problem. If City paid the release clause, he was a City player. City didn't want to pay the release clause. they didn't rate him at 100 mil. So it died. Do you remember there was that rumor about, was it about midnight? Someone had triggered the release clause.
Yeah.
And everyone thought it was us. And no one had actually triggered it. See, the difference is people think a bid's the first time. Sometimes there is conversations and the bid is like the final, the official part of it.
Yeah.
But there are you know, when you hear about the informal talks have taken place.
Oh God.
What that means is they've sat down and said, how much do you want? What would it take? Give us a price. Right. What's the ballpark figure? Are you interested? That's the informal part.
Yeah. It seems a lot of deals these days are all about the player agreeing before they even go to clubs these days. And that used to be called tapping up.
Wow, Matthew. I hope you're all right, mate. Long time no see, mate. Hope you're all right, mate.
Jesus.
I was going to say I've not spoke to you for ages. I hope you're good, mate.
24 years.
Arrogant approach from Newcastle, never going to approach another club regarding a player.
What do you mean by that? I'm a bit confused.
Yeah, let us know, Greg. What you mean? Yeah, so basically, Baz, people said to me, what percentage do you think of Bruno getting done? And stupidly, I said around about
90%.
Because I genuinely thought it was City just
close.
Put the bed for them. Yeah. And City never made the bed.
Yeah, it happens.
It is what it is. It is what it is. But what do you think of City start? Because obviously you've seen the meltdown. You must have done. You must have noticed the meltdown.
Yes. I mean, But again, it's all online fans, is it? Do you actually hear that sort of stuff around the stadium?
I heard booing at Brighton.
Really?
There's only a very small minority. Was a small minority, but there were one or two. Not loads, but there was one or two.
I think I mean, no one's had a great start between the two clubs, have we? Let's face it.
No.
I think you guys were expecting a little bit better because you did buy a lot of your players in January, so they should be settled in, understand the Premier League already, give a chance for your other players to get bedded in. I mean, 1 win for you guys, 2 losses already is unheard of for a start of a season. Normally, you guys fly at the start of the season, and then you start to sort of like lose your way, and then
Bass, first time since 2016. Bass, first time since 2016.
Wow.
We do normally start quite slow. It's later on in the window we get going. Not window. Season.
Was it last season you started really quick though, didn't you?
Yeah, the last season was the anomaly.
Yeah.
That was our best start in, I think it was 10, 12 years last season. We didn't lose a game till November last season. And then we fell off a cliff. We did the opposite to what we normally do. We normally start slow and then come. This time, last season, we started quick and then fell off the cliff.
Yeah. I think what's done you this season is your start's been a lot harder than what it normally is. I mean, Wolves was obviously an easy game. You walked over them. Spurs are your hoodoo team. Got no ideas how you keep losing to them, but you do. It's a bit like Palace. You keep losing to them as well. And then Brighton is a very tough place to go away from home. So I would have thought maybe...
I think we should have beat them. The way we played in that first half.
Yeah. If you put your chances away, you would have beat them, but you didn't. That was the problem.
Yeah.
So if I looked at your first 3 fixtures and I tried to guess how many points you would get, I would say you should have had 9 because I'll be going off Spurs' form from last season, because they were terrible. But again, it's that hoodoo. Every time you play Spurs at your ground, something strange happens. And I was not expecting you to get beat 2-0. So I had you down for at least 7 points. So I'd say it's a poor start. Same as us. We've only got 2 points.
I had us down with 7. And the trouble is, it does make the derby and the Arsenal game a lot more important.
Yeah, very early doors again to have those games, isn't it?
Yeah, I just think see, people forget we've had 7 new players, many leave, a whole new backroom staff, because we've had Pep Linders, Colo Torre, and James French come in. 2 from Liverpool, obviously 1 from our academy. And there's just a little bit of confusion at the moment. That's all for me. I still have every belief in Pep. I think he's my concern, Baz, is the injury. I've told this to Ed in the chat. My issue with the injuries. How have we ended up with 11 injuries 3 games in? That tells me 1 or 2 things. The training is too intense at the moment, this early, or we're paying for only having 1 pre-season game.
I would say that one.
We only played Palmero. They gave him 8. Was it 8 weeks, Ed? 7, 8 weeks off.
No, remember, because I think they gave him. It was more like 5 to 6.
No. When did they finish Club World Cup? June what?
It was mid-June.
Yeah, and they didn't come back till.
I mean, you were expecting to go all the way in that, weren't
August.
you? You were expecting to go deep into that competition, and you didn't. And that was technically your pre-season, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
No, they didn't give him 2 months off, right? It was closer to 5 weeks.
I don't think Pep was. Because Pep said it was more of a team bonding exercise.
All right.
He did say that.
That's interesting.
I think fans wanted it to go deep, and I think Caldoon wanted us to go deep.
Well, the money's unbelievable, wasn't it?
It seems Pep went out there with a different mindset.
But see, Martin, I think that's created the feeling from the fan base, though, is because it's like, okay, we're coming off one of our poorest seasons. We got bounced out by Al Hilal. So people are going to look at these games under a more microscope than they would in previous seasons. It's because so a lot of people are just unsettled right now with how they're seeing the club going. And, a lot of people are like apprehensive if this, let's be honest here, there is a lot of people, the noise is growing around Pep Guardiola. We have to admit it.
Got to be careful as well, though, because the more noise, the more he'll get angry.
Oh, he already knows. Do not mistake. You know this. Managers see and hear everything.
Yeah, they do. You got to be careful as well.
Yeah.
Because if he goes, who are you getting in?
Do you know my issue, Baz? I'm not saying Pep he can't be criticised because he can't. I've criticised.
Of course he can.
But like you said, you sat Pep. If people said to me, I'll sack Pep and I'll wait 2 or 3 years and we'll do the rebuild properly, I'd hear it more. But I think some think sacking Pep instantly brings you a league title the year after.
No, that definitely doesn't.
It doesn't work like that. I wish it did. What's happened is, Baz, because we've been so successful, we're paying for it in a way.
Yeah.
We are paying for it because no club in the history of England or English football has been as successful as we've been over the last 15, 20 years. Nobody.
Yeah.
Back-to-back wise and 4 in a row, formidables, trebles, doubles, quadruples, domestic quads, etc. No one's ever done that.
Problem is, when you win 4 in a row as well, people think it's easy.
Yeah, well, that's what it was. Why couldn't we have done 5 in a row? Why? Yeah. I'm not saying we couldn't have done, but
no one's ever done that. You're the first ones to do 4 as well, aren't you?
Yeah,
exactly. So you broke records, and then people just expect it to carry on breaking, and it's
and that's where I am. As long as Pep said, I'm one of these. As long as we're challenging at a mapper, I need to see progression. If it's not, if I know we may not win the trophy, let me see that we're working to get back there again.
Yeah.
But where I'm different is, and Ed knows this, I'm a very patient person. There's a difference. Nobody has patience anymore. And every time I turn on a City channel, all I ever hear is the word patience. No one's got it.
No. I mean, there's a lot of people like that in our fan base, and I've asked for patience because the problem we got though is Amanda Staveley came out and said in the next 5 years we're going to be challenging for league titles and things like that. If she hadn't have said that, that wouldn't have planted the seed in a lot of Newcastle's brains, and then people wouldn't be thinking it. But because she came out and said that, everyone took it as gospel. But then the APT ruling hit and all these FFP things hit, and everyone went, oh crap, this is impossible. We can't do it in 5 years. We've now got to rejig. But she didn't come back out and say, we've got these issues. It's actually going to take us 10 to 15 years to get where we want to be. A lot of fans just got stuck on 5 years, 5 years, 5 years. We're 3 years into a 5-year plan.
People think it's silly. I mean?
You've
seen it. I've seen it. When I've been on your shows, I hear it. We're going to win the league next year. Who says you are?
Exactly.
Everyone wants to win the league. Everyone wants to win this. I keep saying there's only 4 trophies. And Chelsea have spent how much? Arsenal have spent how much? Liverpool have spent 500 mil. So should Liverpool, if Liverpool don't win all 4, they failed.
I think their fans are expecting all 4. So yeah,
that's my point then. So
that's what happens when you spend money.
How can City fans or Arsenal fans say it's a failure when Liverpool have spent 500 mil, so said they should be guaranteed the title, shouldn't they?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, if I'm going to be devil's advocate,
go on.
But then you have our fans saying we have the best manager in the world, supposedly.
You do, but when you haven't got the best tools in the world, it's hard to win a league. And if Liverpool at the moment, when it comes to the strike force, have got some of the best tools in the world, haven't they?
But that's the thing, though, Baz. We're not that far behind them. If you're looking at the strike force,
no, you're not. You're so close to it. It's a difficult season to call. But the problem is you've got as well is Liverpool have bought VAR and you haven't.
I love this war when Newcastle, the Liverpool going on.
Well, come on, right? Who was it? Chelsea Palace, wasn't it? That goal disallowed for being too close to the wall.
Yeah.
Right? Did anyone measure how close the Liverpool players were to the Arsenal wall? Didn't even get a mention, did it, when Szoboszlai scored?
No, because they were
exactly.
Thank you so much, Lilith. How are you doing, mate? Thank you so much. Renewing your membership for 6 months. And somebody is very happy.
I'm emotional. I mean, this is a dream come true. All these guys deserve. All these guys are on here.
By the way, just a little blast from the past. I found this on Nobbins' Twitter earlier, and he's made it public, so I can show it. Look at that. The old blast from the past, VHS. Over the blue moon, rise and rise of Manchester City. The official review, 99-2000. That's when we got back-to-back promotions.
Quality him.
By the way, I love that. I've got that kit somewhere. I need to dig it out.
It's a nice shirt, that one, to be fair.
Yeah, it is a good shirt.
Feed the goat and he will score. IDOS, that went out of
Feed the goat and he will. I remember you when you were shit, and you were playing Man United in the derby. No one gave you a hope in hell chance, and I think he scored 2 that day. And I think Nal Quinn playing as well.
Yeah, Fabian Barty lobbed Fabian Bartos.
Yeah,
the last time
he will score. Yeah, I remember watching that game.
But see, Martin, what Dar's comment said, I think that's the headache a lot of fans are saying right there.
No, I agree. But the trouble is, can you win with just those 2 and the manager?
No.
Because my issue, Ed, well, it is Dash technically, is when I've got Oscar Bob as a winger and I'm bringing in Nico O'Reilly and Rico Lewis as my subs.
I like Oscar Bob.
But see, Martin, then I'm going to add another name in there. Then you're saying now we have one of the best goalkeepers in the world.
Yeah. Listen, I'm not saying City. I'm not giving up on the league yet. I think it's harder. And
I'm pushing him, chat. I'm pushing him.
I did say on Hussams, I think it was over, but I've still got that little bit at the back of my mind of if it clicks, we can get everyone back fit. The biggest blow is Cherky out for 8 weeks. That's the blow.
Mm.
And I need to know what's up with Guardiola. I need to know what this Guardiola is.
He's a massive miss for you. Guardiola is just, honestly, he was one of your best players last season.
Well, Cheeky, who's our former chief exec, who's left, he's put a quote out today. The quote's become public today, that he thinks Guardiola will be the best left-sided, or one of the, if not, was either the best left-sided defender or the best defender in the world soon enough.
Thought he played on the right.
No, he's left-footed.
He played on the right as well, though, at one point, didn't he? Or did he?
I think in a Pep team, you play where you get told.
Well, yeah, exactly. By the way, this Donnarumma thing, right? Quality shot stopper. But can he play the Pep way with his feet?
I think we're going to change.
I think he should. Because I don't think he can. And I don't understand why you don't go.
Do you watch the Brighton game at all?
I watched most of it, yeah.
Do you not think we were a bit more direct?
Sometimes? Yeah, it suits you more. Especially when you got Haaland there.
That's what I'm thinking. Me and Ed have had this discussion for ages. I think. Do you remember when we played you at the Etihad last season? And we were a lot more direct. When Matt
scored a hat trick. Yeah. Thanks for bringing that back up.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be cruel, but it is the norm that we spank you at the Etihad. But
that's how the she was playing. Bush.
It's going back to Main Road days.
Well, we have to.
Going back to Main Road days when they won in the league. Because they did win in the Cup.
Yes, we did. That was Ronald, Aaron's.
We need your mate for this.
Who's your mate?
Who's your mate who's the proper style?
Denny. He doesn't do the Cup, so he does Premier League games. But I'm sure you remember it. No, he knows the result of every single Premier League fixture that Newcastle have played in. That's still unbelievable when you think about it. But I remember that Cup because I was working for Nespresso at the time, and I was down in London for a meeting, and I was in Gatwick, and I remember Aaron scored, and I'm sure it was Nell Ranger, and we beat his 2-1, didn't we?
Oh, have you seen Florian Wirtz? Oh,
no, what's happened?
He's been subbed off. Apparently, he was on.
Oh yeah, Germany are getting spanked.
He lost the ball, and then 8 seconds later, he was in the back
conceded.
Of the
net.
Bad striker. First start.
What do you mean? That was Wirtz.
No, I'm saying it's your guy's first start for Germany.
Yeah, for Germany. Yeah, he's had no midfield, and Wirtz has been shite. So,
I told you he was a basketball player.
I'm telling you, he's going to shock everyone.
We'll see. But no, listen, I think it's far too early to judge. Yes, there are issues with City at the minute, but once we've got our squad fit and we're 10, 12 games in, then I'll make a judgment. That's all I'm going to do.
They've started already.
It makes me laugh because no one looks at it. If we were top of the league now, everyone would say it's only 3 games, calm down.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're right.
So why am I looking at the table 3 games in and watching us wherever we are and going, oh, panic stations?
I've not even looked at the table properly. I won't until we get ahead of a certain team.
And I've said this to Ed 1,000 times. Don't look at the table now.
Yeah, it's too early.
It means now.
Exactly. This is where Spurs win the league, remember?
But see, Martin, the thing is though, right? We have another international break in October.
Yeah, that has to stop. Something has to be done about this.
So if I'm looking at, if we don't pick up no more than 2 points, I think the noises is only going to get louder.
So when does the noise stop, though, then?
Who are your fixtures? Let's have a look.
So what are we? All right, then. City lose against United and they lose against Arsenal. Are we sacking him, Ed?
No, we're not.
But that's where the noise will be.
Yeah, but you know what I'm going to say, Martin? It's only going to get louder and louder until it gets to a point where it's going to Pep might have to come out and speak.
I mean, yeah, right. Let's look at your fixtures, right?
I'm with you, formidable. I think it's too doom and gloom, and I get it. I know, but Jesus Christ, it's not me.
Right, you've got
but we have to talk about it. You have to talk about these things. Yeah, like,
listen, right? You got Man United at home on Sunday, the 14th of September. You should be spanking them because they're shocking at the back. I mean, Sesko's not even getting the bloody game. Apparently, he's not even just.
Yeah, he hasn't started. Yeah, he hasn't started.
Terrible. You got Napoli. So let's forget about Champions League, though. Then you've got Arsenal away. Very, very tough game. Don't get me wrong. Then you've got a trip in the EFL Cup to Huddersfield. You won't be bothered about that. You'll play your kids. You've then got Burnley at home, who you'll spank. Then you got Monaco away. But then you got Brentford away. Brentford's always a tough game. On my birthday, that one as well, 5th of October. Then you've got Everton at home. Everton, I mean, is Grealish allowed to play against you? I don't think he is.
Not in the league. Club. Yeah, not in the league.
Yeah, you'll smash them. Villa away. Not been impressed with Villa at all this season so far.
No,
I think
they're on a downward trend.
Yeah, PSR's killed them. I think you'll beat them. And then that's October and you haven't lost a game.
See, well, here's one for you now. Like, here's a stat here. Nagelsmann has now lost their last 3 matches. 2-1 loss against Portugal, 2-0 loss against France, and they got beat tonight. So, should Nagelsmann be sat now?
Against Slovakia as well, they got beat.
This is what I'm saying. Are we just coming to the sack? Is it just the sack era now?
I think it is. Look, Ten Hag sacked after 2 games.
That's what I mean.
But mind you, we did get beat off an under-21s team that were like.
Yeah, no, that I get. But Ten Hag's been there 5 minutes. But we're talking. I'm not saying Guardiola doesn't deserve criticism. Again, I will make this clear and loud. Yes, he deserves some criticism.
Okay, let's put it this way.
Nowhere near it for me. Nowhere near it.
If it comes to the end of the season, you haven't qualified for Champions League, would you see Pep walking or being sacked?
I think he'll walk. I don't think the board will ever sack him. I think he'll walk.
Yeah. If we don't get top 4, he'll probably walk.
Well, 5. There's no way we're not getting 5th as a Champions League spot with 6 teams in the competition this year. We'll get enough points to get 5th spot to be Champions League again. So it'll be top 5, which is why I just don't. I can't see.
But there's the thing, Baz. They've all just. Some people go get Nagelsmann. He's just lost 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's just lost 3 in a row. International football.
With Germany, against Slovakia.
I would love Simeone if Eddie Howe left to go to England. I'd take Simeone.
You can tell. I thought you were entertainers up there.
I just like him as a person.
I think he's a wanker.
Martin already knows who might. I got 2 choices. I got 2. One is already in the league, and one is outside the league. Martin knows who.
Fabregas. What's Fabregas done?
Why Fabregas? Where's he?
Martin, it's about philosophy. Martin, there's no. Let's look at the landscape of coaches. There is no really like guy you can say after Pep that you will bring in and you would say, "Oh, he's instantly going to win us things," right? Because there's really no coaches out there left like that anymore. It's more about philosophies. Can they adapt? Can they adjust? It's more about tactics now.
5th spot is between Newcastle and Spurs, personally.
Ruling out Sunderland.
Who?
Well, the 6th.
Oh, come on. You said don't look at the table after 3 games and you come up and pipe up with a comment like that.
United was, that's what I mean.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Pep out, he's spot on. Pep out, he's only going to happen if he walks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ed, you got to think about Man City as a football club. Look from the outside looking in, or a club that want to win trophies and win trophies. Doesn't matter how they do it. So when you're looking for a new manager outside of Pep, it has to be a manager who wins things. Forget philosophy. They'll want a manager who will win things and win things quickly.
Oh yeah, Picklapper don't diss Simeone. So you want to watch that for 3
years? Go on,
years?
Dosh. Go on.
You want to watch that for 3 years?
But Baz, this is where my viewpoint is. Like nobody thought Slot will be where he is now.
I've never even heard of him until he took over Liverpool, to be fair.
That's his new nickname now, Slut, because he does everything for money.
So,
and his poses are terrible, aren't they?
So now if your club has a good platform,
I'll do out for 500 mil.
Go on, Ed.
So if your club can give a good manager a good platform, like a Glasner, like a Fabregas, and they bring in a philosophy and they're good tacticians, that should lead to you winning. Because name me a manager right now that you view as a winner and can come in.
Oh, good question. Who do I think I can just come off the bat and win things?
Kathy, you're joking.
Ange always does it in 2 years.
Sorry, Said really said that. No ways he said United.
No, he said fifth. He said United should be fifth. Yeah, he did say that.
Mine have got no chance of finishing
Said,
the top 5.
have a word.
It's not happening.
He said we replaced the front line. We changed the back.
They spent 200 million and they still can't score. Oh, sorry, they scored 1 goal. That was officially their goal.
I mean, Kobe, I get it. I hear what you say, mate. That's many people have got that view. I don't care about style as long as we win trophies.
I mean, style is style, but you want to be entertained. But
you see what I'm saying?
The ultimate goal is to win things. I do. I absolutely get it.
People might say Inzaghi, but Inzaghi only won 1 time in Serie A when he had the best team in the past 5 years. He only won 1.
It's all about the brasso now, Baz. It's about the brasso.
It's about the brass.
I mean, I like to.
You want to be entertained. You want to see your team playing good football, but philosophy isn't everything because
I don't want to pay all that money. I didn't travel 600 miles to watch us play crap football, thanks.
Yeah, I get that. You don't want to be in Arsenal in the past where it's 1-0 to the Arsenal and that's all it is.
Listen, I understand people saying they're not bothered about style. I do want a little bit of attacking because, like I said, I was awake 26 hours on Sunday. 26 hours.
It's a long time.
Because I was meant to be staying down there, but I ended up not doing because obviously, I'll tell you a fair one, but I ended up not doing it. 26 hours I was awake.
Oof. It's a long time.
I'm not going down there to watch a Dower 0-0. Jesus.
But if that 0-0 gets to the point of winning the league, devil's advocate.
I didn't think Mancini's football was that attractive. Pellegrini's football I thought was very attractive. Pellegrini was very attractive. I thought Mancini's was a bit boring. The trouble is,
but more, we're going to have a similar philosophy. We're going to have a similar philosophy to what Pep has given us now. Like, we're not going to go like crazy.
Mancini became predictable. I could tell you what Mancini was going to do on the 60th minute. Mancini had one tactic on about the 60th minute. Nigel de Jong came on. Yaya got pushed forward. And he'd go more. Generally, he took Gareth Barry off. Nigel de Jong came on. Yaya Toure got pushed into the 10 row. That was what he did every time. It worked. Because obviously it worked. You remember your place? We won 2-0, 2-1, whatever it was. The week before the QPR game. And that's what his tactic was.
Yeah, managers have that, don't they? I mean, Eddie Howe's not great with his substitutions sometimes. Sometimes he is. It's all about trying to get it right and trying to find something that works for you. But I don't know. There's not many great managers anymore, though, is there, when you think about it?
No.
And that's why I always think...
Everyone's loving the Simeone. Everyone's loving all this Simeone stuff.
Go on, Simeone. Who's at Barca now at the moment?
Flick.
Hansi Flick.
See, I would love to have seen an Iniesta or a Xavi become a manager.
No, basically, Steve, I left at 4:30 Sunday morning and I got back into my house at 6:30 a.m. on the Monday.
Oof. Enrique?
But see, I
Enrique
would
is a good
say Enrique
manager.
or Flick, right? Those are only two I can say, okay.
I think Enrique could walk into Man City and win things quite quickly.
But we see this thing. I don't think we are buying from Enrique.
Well, this is the thing. I mean, Donnarumma wouldn't have
You
gone
don't
to
get
Man City.
Donnarumma on a 6-year deal and then go and get Enrique at the end of it.
No.
And this is my thing with the Pep stuff is why would the board give Pep the keeper he's been wanting for and then sack him?
They won't. They won't. It's just silly noise from all the City fans. Just not happy with the start.
Yeah, and I get it. No, it was about 6.5, but I did a lot of stops.
Oh, get Klopp in if Pep leaves.
I did a lot of stops because I've got a bad back. I'd stop a lot.
Who said that? There.
And plus, I went on 3 motorways, and there was a 2-hour delay on one, an hour and a half on another one, and then another one was closed. There was literally, we were getting diverted all over the shop.
You can't skip over those comments.
Get Klopp when Pep leaves just for the Liverpool meltdown. No, I can't do that. Would you take Della Fiorte? Della Fiorte?
Don't know enough about him.
Would I?
He's never managed a club before.
That's what I'm thinking. Very good. He's the Spain coach. But I'm just like, yeah.
I don't
Has he
watch
never managed
it.
the club at all? Are you sure?
International football, I'm done with, me, to be honest with you.
I need to look. Sure he's managed the club, Anna.
You must have.
No, he was through the Spain's. Yeah, he's been with the national team through the under-21s and stuff.
Under 19s as well, actually.
Yeah, so I don't think he's actually managed like a club.
No,
to be fair, there's a lot of...
he has. He was at Athletic Bilbao and Alaves.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't think Klopp's, because there's my thing. You don't, like say, you don't give him Donnarumma and then sack him.
Klopp won't be the next City manager.
Nagelsmann, no. Or is it the Chargers blocking us?
No.
I think we'll hear something about that. It's a bit weird how Levy's gone now. I'm wondering if Levy's heard something.
I'm bored of all the Chargers and that.
Anyway, final thoughts, because we've gone nearly 2 hours. We don't even realise it was that long. Go on, Baz, final thoughts. You're the guest.
Final thoughts on what we just talked about, or just in general?
Newcastle.
Anything. Oh,
what are you expecting? Who's your fixture when you come back?
We've got Wolves at home. I think we're going to pound them. I think it's 3-4-0. I think we let loose.
Do you think the clouds are lifted now he's at Scott?
Yes, 100%. And I think the squad will be more unified than what they were. Bruno's rumoured to want to have a meeting with everyone in the club as club captain. Well, he's not club captain, he's captain, but he might as well be club captain as well. That's Lascelles' job. But Bruno wants to talk to everyone, sort everyone out. Boom. That's a great comment, that, by the way.
Fiorenti's in that near Benidorm. I'm not very good at pronunciation.
That's probably a hotel in Benidorm.
Someone said, yeah, it was going to be, but we cancelled those night chat because I have to. My dad's in hospital at the minute, shake. That's why.
So, yeah. Final thoughts is Newcastle win at the weekend.
Go on, then. Ed?
And we go on a run.
Oh, man. I've already said, man, I need 5 points from the next two.
I'll take that. Are you bothered about anyway?
Well, not 5. I'm bad. 4.
That's better. You can't get 5 points from 2 games.
Yeah.
You can't get
4.
That's better.
Hang on a minute. We can cheat. Do you know who we are?
Well, don't we know it?
We're Man City. We cheat when we want.
You're not Liverpool.
Oh, yeah. What happened to Asula? going to Villa, then going to Turkey. Wouldn't he going all over?
Right, so Villa couldn't go to them because it was too much like the Ramsey deal, and they thought that we were fiddling it.
Right.
Because obviously very similar amounts.
So you were going to give them the money back what you paid for Ramsey? Yeah, okay.
Pretty much. That's what the Premier League said, and they wouldn't sanction the deal. Then he was meant to go to Leverkusen, and then it was meant to be a loan deal. And I think Eddie Howe got wind of it, because apparently someone saw him on his phone. He was very, very angry through the afternoon on deadline day, because obviously Wissa was potentially going to AFCON, which means we would have been left with Voltemade by himself. And I don't think he wanted that to happen. So he wanted Asula to stay, to be fair. So I think he'll go in January, though. Especially now that Wissa looks like he won't be going to AFCON. I think Asula will leave.
I was about to say, do you rate him, Baz?
No. No, I've seen enough of him to know he's not going to be a top quality Premier League striker.
When do we play Newcastle home and away? I will tell you now.
That's a good question, that.
I will tell you now. We'll do a very special Isle Brothers for that.
We will.
The Huddersfield game has been confirmed, by the way. Wednesday, 24th of September. We have 4,000 tickets for that.
22nd of November.
Yeah, there's a while,
At St James's Park. And then...
Yeah, 22nd of November, that'll get moved to TV. And then we play you on...
21st of Feb. 21st of Feb. 21st of Feb.
21st of Feb. And that'll get moved to TV as well.
Probably.
City's next few games, I might as well tell you now.
Awesome.
Quite simple. United at home, Napoli at home, Arsenal away, Huddersfield away, and then Burnley at home. That is our September fixtures. The Derby, the Rags, the Old Enemy, Napoli, KDB's return. Got my tickets today, which is great. Arsenal away, Huddersfield away, which hopefully I'm going to get to as well. And then Burnley at home, Newcastle. Next few fixtures. Oh, when this wants to work. Why is it giving me bloody Club World Cup crap? Their September fixtures. Wolves at home, Barcelona at home, Bournemouth away, Bradford at home in the Cup, and then Arsenal. They finish September at home to Arsenal. So there you go.
Martin, do you want to do are you guys changing the show for the Champions League since Napoli is on a Thursday?
Yes, we won't be doing that. We won't be doing Thursday night chat on Thursday. We're going to do a post match, but there won't be. So Thursday night chat will just become the post match show for Napoli.
What about Oil Brothers?
We don't know. It's not on a set date.
Okay.
Next Thursday is the next one, though, isn't it? That's what we agreed on next week.
Did we? I thought it was a Wednesday.
So was it Wednesday? Was it?
Yeah.
Can't remember.
No, was it Wednesday? Oh, I said Wednesday or Tuesday. Let me check my WhatsApp.
Bash, you want to give us your Champions League prediction since we have you?
Champions League predictions. Jesus, I just hope we don't.
You want to get out the league phase? You want round of 16?
I think we will finish between 10th and 12th, so we'll go into the playoffs. I think that's a fair shout. Apart from Barcelona and PSG.
Sorry, I said Tuesday or Wednesday.
Did you?
Yeah.
Shit, I can't remember.
We'll sort it out, but the next one's over on
our channel, my channel.
3 Black and White Eyes anyway. We'll sort that out. But yeah, it's alternate. 1 week on air, next week on.
No, Wednesday the 10th.
All right then, Wednesday the 10th.
Yeah. Monday the 8th, or Wednesday the 10th, or Thursday the 11th, and you put 10th as better. So Wednesday the 10th. Because I can't do the Tuesday. I'm at work on night shift.
Right, okay. Yeah.
That's the reason why. Yeah, so
it's on your channel anyway.
Next Wednesday. Yeah, it is. Yeah. So next Wednesday the 10th.
And then we'll be back here with Stateside Blues. Yeah.
And then we'll be week after that back on yours again.
Yes. Right. Anyway, thank you very much, Baz, for joining us. Always a pleasure.
So I've just seen Coffee's.
I hope. See, Baz loves this when he doesn't have to host.
I do. It's fun.
What's Kathy put? Mine and Baz are asleep. We'll just slide it wherever.
Oh man.
Whoa, I thought you were talking about Brighton at nighttime, Martin.
Whoa. Kathy, have you seen what you started now?
All those laybys.
See, Kathy, you shop there. I expect that sort of comment from DC, not you.
Right.
Anyway, I know what she means though, because it's Oil Brothers. She means about being oil.
Yeah.
It's just you and Ed. You got your minds in the gutters.
Always.
Anyway, thank you, gentlemen. Baz, tell everyone where they can find you. You know,
Free
anyway.
Black and White Eyes. Yeah, it should be in
Link
your
is in the description.
There it is.
So yeah, thank you all for joining us. Make sure you smash them final few likes. Please hype it up.
That's the one.
Hype it. That's a new thing. Hype it. Smash the likes. Pass it around. We're trying to get to 8K as quick as we can. There'll be nothing now till Sunday night. Sunday night we are back with the fans forum calling show. So we're gonna get a panel going instead of just call. We're gonna get a panel going.
That's the best way to do it.
We're gonna get a panel on. And if there's loads, we'll just keep rotating the panel around. But we're going to get as many panels as we can get on for the fans forum, 9 p.m. Sunday. And we'll do the giveaway for August memberships. So big up to all your members. And then we'll start a countdown for the derby. But Friday, Saturday, I'm going to have some alone time and just catch up and sleep.
Yeah, man. All our wishes are with you, man.
Yeah, hell yes.
But anyway, take care. Big up to Baz, big up to Ed, you legends in the chat. If you're watching on X, please leave X. Come and give us a like over on YouTube. Big up yourselves. Take care. And as always, up the Blues.
Up the bags.
There you go. Up your bags. Take care, all. Bye-bye.